Hello, everyone. Welcome to the theory class, lesson 23, Readback. We're going to go ahead and get started. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you've done this lesson at least 3 times before you attempt to do the readback portion. All right, here we go. Ready? Number 1. They will appeal the case. Period. Number 2. I will cut a piece of cake for you. Period. Number 3, give a part of it away. Period. Number 4, he sat apart from the rest of the group. Period. Number 5, do you know a way we can fix this? Interrog. Number 6, she walked around the block. Don't forget your brief, ARND, for around. Period. Number 7, we arose in court when the judge walked into his courtroom. Period. Number 8, she was afraid of the abuser. And again, those may not have been covered in the actual lesson, but they're just words that have the prefix A. So you want to write that as A, short A, and then come back for FR long AD for afraid. And then abuser, A, come back for B long UZ, come back for ER. Okay? She was afraid of the abuser. Period. Number 9, let me assure you that you are, you can phrase that whole thing, THAUR, that you are doing quite well. Period. Number 10, judge is away for the month. Period. Number 11. Read the letter aloud to me. Period. Number 12. Have you been allowed in the courtroom yet? Interrog. Number 13. A lone figure stood, and that lone is flagged, so it doesn't conflict with get a loan. A lone figure stood in the shadows. Period. Number 14. They say that she gets around. Number 15. We are going away for the summer. Period. 16. They will assign us a job. Period. Number 17. Put a sign up on the door. Period. Number 18. Please don't go ahead in your book. Period. Number 19. He was dressed in his best attire. Period. Number 20. He wasn't apprised of all the information. Period. 21. Do you think we can afford this new house? Interrog. 22. There was a tire in the center of the road. Period. 23. Pick a rose for tonight. Period. 24. Use a tack to fasten it. Period. 25. You must stay alert when you are, you can phrase that whole thing, WHUR, when you are driving. Period. 26. We must plan our attack. Period. 27. Hunt for a way to do it. Period. 28. He drives a Ford. Period. You want to flag Ford. 29. Tie a ribbon around the package. 30. Her attire is perfect. Period. 31. Read in a loud voice. Period. 32. He came to court alone. period. 33. It is a round ball. Period. 34. Sit apart from the rest of the people. Period. And people, just a reminder, people is written all in one stroke. P long E P L. People. P long E P L. Okay. All right. 35. Ms. Hart needs to see a doctor immediately. Now, in this case, Hart is spelled H-A-R-T. But as we all know, names have several different ways that they can be spelled. So it doesn't really matter how it's technically spelled. The most important thing is that you write it phonetically, okay? So, you can write it as, I would write it as H-A-R-T with the flag. And then if this were a test, at the end of the test, I would give you all the proper names and the spellings. So then you would go in and let's say it was spelled H-E-A-R-T, but you didn't know that until you got the spelling. You would just go into the edit mode and change the spelling to H-E-A-R-T. But you probably will write it H-A-R-T because that's how you write it phonetically. Okay, so don't stress too much with proper names and their proper way to spell them, as long as you get the phonetic written word down on your machine. That's what's most important, so that you have a readable outline to be able to read and know what you wrote, okay? All right, 36. We didn't have enough to go around. Period. 37. They were in need of immediate help. Period. 38. What is your opinion, doctor? So in that case, you could say, what is your opinion, Scott? And so you would want that a capital D, so you're going to write that as D-R-F-P-L-T. Okay. Oh, you know what? I said F-P-L-T. I'm sorry. D-R with the flag. Sorry about that. You want it capitalized. I apologize for that. All right. 39. Mrs. Scott's secretary types very fast. Period. Number 40. Miss Brown said she received a letter from the credit company on February 27th. And that's an ordinal, so you're going to write that as 2E7, period. (41) They will be sure to take care of all your individual needs as soon as possible, period. 42. Ms., and that's initial M, final Z, Ms. White is in the secretarial transcribing pool at her office, period. 43. Did you have enough to eat at dinner last night? In Iraq. 44. Mrs. Johnson is Mr. Cutler's secretary. So that's singular possessive. So you just need the AEZ. Period. 45. Miss, MIS with the flag, Shaw's house, SHAU, come back for AEZ, is right around the corner. Period. 46. Ask Mr. Thomas which one he would recommend. period. 47. Have your secretary write a letter of recommendation for you. Period. 48. I am waiting for an answer from Ms. initial M, final Z, Stewart. Period. 49. She got a good recommendation from Mrs., which is M, R, final S, Mrs. Jackson. Period. Number 50. Mark's dad came to his football game. Period. 51. Miss Hillman will be attending. So again, that's a word that starts with A. So you want to just write A and then come back for TEND and then come back for final G. Attending secretarial school next September. Period. 52. What recommendations did your doctor make? Interrog. 53. Dr. Lipton, that's the doctor you want to write as DR final FPLT. So Dr. Lipton will call you with an answer today at 3:15. So don't forget your time. You want to do 3K and then come back for 1-5 together. Period. 54. Each individual should answer immediately. Period. 55. On what day did you see her? Doctor. So you're using that as a direct address. You can replace that with the name. So you want to use the DR with the flag, so it's capitalized. Interrog. 56. The cake's icing was sticky. Period. 57. Ms. initial M, final Z, Winters applied, no possessive there, for the secretarial job at Dr. Wilson's office. Period. 58. Mr. and Mrs. Keller will be here to answer any questions you may have. Period. 59. Where did he come from? Interrog. 60. She will see Dr. Henderson today at 2 o'clock. So again, 2 o'clock would be 2K and then come back for KLK. Period. 61. That wasn't the answer he had hoped for. Period. 62. The judge's clerk, so we're talking about one judge, singular possessive, is our friend. Period. 63. Those stores' prices, so we're talking about more than one store, so plural possessive, are too high. Period. 64. We have had enough. Period. 65. She immediately opened the letter from the credit company. Period. 66. His house is right around the corner. Period. 67. The recommendation from your doctor sounded good. Period. 68. Doctor, comma. Again, you can replace that with the name, so you know that's going to be capital D, DR with the flag. Doctor, comma. What time will you see her today? Interrog. And 69. We need fresh flowers and fruit. Period. 70. The frame was a frail structure. Structure would be STRUK, come back for TUR, or STRUK, come back for T, long UR. Period. 71. The frog man frolicked in the freezing water. Period. 72. My frightened friend wore a frock with frills. Period. 73. Fricassee. Fricassee is a dish with pieces of meat like chicken served with a white sauce. So it would just be frick, F-R-I-K, come back for A, come back for S, long E, fricassee. Or you could do fricassee, F-R-I, come back for K-A, and then come back for S long E. Either one works. Fricassee and fritters are free on Fridays. Period. 74. Don't fret about frequent Fridays. Period. 75. Florence was a flippant floor walker. Period. 76. Fred's flag flew. Now that flew, F-L-E-W, is going to be written as F-L long U. If you were to say flu, I have the flu meaning sick, that's just F-L-U, like it's spelled. Fred's flag flew over the flower pots. Period. $77. He flipped over her flirting. Period. 78. Flagging a train is flashy, but flippant. Period. 79. The flashing floodlights flickered. Period. 80. The flag was flying at half mast. Now, if you know that that's hyphenated, which it is, you would use your initial H, final F for the hyphen. So you would write half, H-A-F, and then come back for initial H, final F for the hyphen, and then come back for M-A-F-T for mast. If you don't know that there's a hyphen there, that's okay. You can add the hyphen when you're in the edit mode if it were a test or you were typing, you're transcribing a transcript, okay? That is an option. All right, 81. Fleet-footed flatters flounce floppingly. Okay. 82. This is going to focus on singular possessive and plural possessive. Sam's hat is too big. Period. 83. You said you were at Dawn's house. Period. 84. Kim's mom will pick us up at 5:00 p.m. Period. 85. The cat's tail is long. Period. 86. The baby's cry was loud. Now that is a tricky one because it ends with AE, but then you have to come back for the apostrophe S. So hopefully you wrote that as B, long A, B, come back for AE for the Y, and then you have to come back for AEZ for the apostrophe S. Okay, so that's 3 strokes. You can't, if you leave out the AE and just write B, long A, B, come back for AEZ, that's babes. So you need baby, AE, and then come back for AEZ for the apostrophe S. Okay, all right, 87. We listened to the school's band. Period. 88. All of the students' grades, all is our hint, talking about more than one. All of the students' grades were good. Period. 89. We met with Pam's teachers. Period. 90. All of the books pages, again, all is our little hint there, were torn. Plural possessive. 91. The dog's bark was mean. 92. It is Fred's dog. Don't forget to flag that, even though you have to come back for AEZ, you still need to flag it. Fred is proper noun, 1 syllable. 93. The child's room is messy. 94. The car's paint was dull. 95. Sue's dad works for AT&T. So you want to do A, RBGS, T, RBGS, then your and then T, RBGS, initials. AT&T, period. Okay, now I'm going to give you just a few names with their spelling. So you're using your stitching along with a phone number. Here we go. Bruce, T, so you're going to use your initial, T, RBGS. Hunter, comma, HUNTER, comma, 730-8659. Okay, next name, Stanley, Q, Kirby, comma, KIRBY, comma, 5447241. Next name, Clark, A, Marks, comma, MARX, comma, 838 3018. And again, if you know there's a hyphen there, you can do your initial H, final F for a hyphen. But if you don't have time, don't worry about it. You can always add it if this were a test, or if you're transcribing a transcript. Okay. Next name, Peter C. Morgan, comma, MORGAN, comma, 9443011. Next name, Amos E. Paxton, comma, PAXTON, comma, 6385235. Next name, Paula P. Mall, comma, MAULE, comma, 9733828. And last name, Jane N. Roca, comma, ROCHA, comma, 7316223. Right, so now I'm just going to give you a couple of dates. Okay, some are ordinal, some are not. I'll tell you if it's an ordinal so you know that it is. First one, July 4, 1999. Okay. March 14th, it is an ordinal, 1943. September 18th, it is an ordinal, 2010. And even though I don't say comma, you want to still throw in the comma because you know it's there. If you have time, you might as well throw it in. February 23rd, that is an ordinal. You can really hear that one. 2019. December 9, 2008. June 2, 1990. January 15th, it is an ordinal, 2001. April 25, 2004. And May 11th, it is an ordinal, 1985. So again, if you struggle with dates, times, any of those, go back, listen to it again, and practice those until you feel like you are keeping up with me when I'm reading. Okay, the more you practice, the faster you will get, and accuracy is most important. All right, so as you can see, we're building with every lesson that we're going through. So you want to make sure and constantly review. Each day you should be going through your alphabet using the stitching, and then using your comma with initials, and then using your E for ordinals. Go through 1 through 31. Do that every single day, so it just becomes a habit, and before you know it, you'll be doing it in your sleep and you won't even have to think about it. Okay, so that concludes our read back portion of lesson 23. Have a wonderful day.